Welcome to another episode of the Disruptive Marketer. I'm your host, Geoffrey Colon. In this week's episode, I am coming from the city of Seattle again, after traveling quite a bit to Orlando, Florida, and Portland, Oregon, and Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and Cleveland, Ohio. So it feels good to be back in the home office here at Microsoft. What I wanted to talk about was the mission that companies are now setting for themselves. What do I mean by this? Well, there's a term that's being passed around quite a bit by many marketers and those in the world of management, and it goes by the name corporate social responsibility. Now, what is corporate social responsibility? It's actually laying out the foundation of what your company believes in. We live in a world now where there are so many truths and untruths, it's hard to differentiate what is true and what is not true. And we can't necessarily stand by organizations or larger foundations or institutions that we've been able to rely on in the past as being authentic and being trustful. So in an era where we are running into less and less investment in philanthropy and more companies wanting to squeeze the most revenue they can out of its workforce, we are now left with many customers and consumers actually wondering if it is worth investing in many companies in which they don't have alignment with, they don't have the same belief system. And this is where social responsibility plays such a large role. So what does this new thinking consist of? Well, one of the things that I actually was able to hear last week was Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella laying out the mission for this company, Microsoft, what it wanted to accomplish. And instead of talking in terms of dollars and cents, revenue, and ways that the company could change the world, all very tired ways of motivating employees, most of the discussion was on inclusivity, diversity, making people feel like they belonged as part of something that was bigger than themselves. So this was really fabulous because it left a lot of people motivated for wanting to go out and do good in the world. And this is something that a lot of companies, I think, have been slow to adopt, and they're going to run into a big issue when it comes to not just motivating their employees, but motivating their customers. Many who actually want a connection with the company that they pay for their services. So we're going to see many companies now starting to divest away from bland and shallow and hollow ringing brand messages and really adopt entire mission strategies on why they are here, what value they can add to the world at large. Curious for your thinking on this topic. It can be a controversial one. Tweet to me at DJGEOFFE. Follow me on LinkedIn or check me out online at geoffreycolon.net. Next week, we'll still be here in Seattle and talking about a number of things that we face in the world of marketing from an eccentric viewpoint. I'm Geoffrey Colon. I'll catch you next episode.